Hello everyone, today is the 2nd of May 2025. We have a Friday, and in Ireland we're going to expect to have a longer weekend, therefore I'm so happy about it. You may notice I'm still on my break. Oh, something is coming out. And I look slightly fancier. It's just an unexpected event, to be honest. So it makes me feel slightly different. Therefore, check this out. I'm going to give you a lovely quote, which definitely two quotes. So the first one is, dress for the life you want, not for the life you have. Which probably the knitting thing goes along with, isn't it? Because knit what really inspires you, really makes you happy, really put that effort and spark, and wear it no one is watching, if you're afraid that. But yeah, dress for the life you want, not for the life you have. And I'm telling that to myself right now. Not to you, but to myself. I don't. But I feel kind of fancy wearing the thing. What do you think? Does it suit me? And it has a bow and everything. So anyway, and then the other one that I found also, that the clothes mean nothing until someone lives in them. So kind of two things to work together, I would say. And this was told by Marc Jacobs, and that's a famous American fashion designer. Known for his iconic and trendy designs. I have to look him up. So check that out. What do you think about that? What do you think about those two quotes? Do you agree with them or not? And we're moving to knitting. So I'm kind of having groove today. I'm not sure, no, I don't know why, but I'm still telling you that it could be for me. But I really, really wanted it to be for my daughter. And partially I was thinking, if I knit it for myself, maybe when she gets to the age that she would be wearing my clothes, let's say, if ever, not that I'm like pushing anything like that, then it would be for her. So one way or another it would. However, I really wanted to have it like now. Therefore, something got into my head that maybe it might be possible. Therefore, I'm going to tell you what my plan is. And you tell me, is it going in the right direction? Therefore, I finished the front like this, because when I put it on, I thought this section is kind of not proportional to my body, and it would look way better if it was completely spread out on the whole front. So if you want to maybe recreate this thing, maybe go with the whole front. And I started the back, so I'm not there yet, but it's a mindless thing. I love it. You see this? So, I do love this design thing effect. Oh, it's the same thing with my vest previously. So you can check it out, and I really like that. So, effortless. Therefore, something got into my head that maybe if I take for consideration, then this section that I'm knitting right now is a sleeve already. So, do you get me? This front and this back, if I joined it like Kitchener stitch over here at some point, I will have a sleeve already. I just need to figure out how wide the body needs to be, because with the sleeves we can always say, oh, it's short, oh, it's a elbow or 3/4, whatever that. Therefore, having the child as active as my daughter, the best thing was not to put anything on her, but to take her clothes. So this is the t-shirt she's wearing, and I'm going to just kind of put it on the top of my knitting and see how wide the body is, right? And obviously I would want a little bit more, because it's a sweater, you normally put it on the top of something. And that way we'll estimate what kind of sleeve situation we have. And then if that will work, the only thing I'm not sure about the motion but anyway, we're going to leave it and go with it. So there's two things that I'm kind of happy about. One, if it works, it will be truly no pick-up sweater. So there is no pick-up for the collar, and there will not be pick-up for the sleeves. And then second of all, when she grew out of it, I could undo the body, undo the Kitchener stitch, make it wider, and just go with that. At some stage, if ever she's going to as big as I am, she could have a vest. Because look at that, I told you about the gauge, and yeah, I'm getting 140 centimeters for circumference in this. Therefore, it could easily be for me. Therefore, if you understand my way of thinking, it could be something reversible in case for anyone who would want to invest in a better quality yarn and just have it for the future to adjust to the size you are or you're going to be, or it fluctuates and stuff like that. Perfect. But I'm probably excited, too early excited about it. That makes sense. So, and that way this will be big enough. So let me do it off the screen a little bit to kind of match everything. See that? So what I can do, oh, I don't have it here. Do I have any here? I'm looking now for the, yes, handy to have something on the, I'm looking for 2 progress keepers now. And what I'm going to do roughly, obviously I'll try to do like a better situation. You know, if you don't know, I have a center stitch, so it's not an even number. I have 43, 40 and 40, so do the math. That's 2. I'm too excited to tell you this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on your armpit and maybe go slightly more, like 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. And I'm going to mark. And then I have another one on it. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to do the same thing. It's not going to be the way. Remember, if you're doing now, or you want to do what I'm doing right now, it's not ideal. It's just temporary. So let's say this, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So let's take the t-shirt and show you where it is. So this is the front and I have it here and I have it here. I just put it flat. I'm not sure if it's going to stretch more, but it's quite like where the armpit is. So the sleeve is not really a long one, just like this, which I think it's fine because I think it'll be more like a throne or on the top of something. And you know, by counting from the first over here going, do I have the same number of stitches than here? And I think to go from that. So this is my plan. Therefore, it's going to be a fur toddler, hopefully, unless I'll be just frogging it. And that's that. So far I was using 2 balls because I'm holding the yarn double, and I was knitting it over here and I had to cut the yarn to go all the way around. I still have I run out of it at some stage, and I got another 2 balls, so you could see some, you know, so ends. So yeah, but so far I like it, and I'm quite happy with the color also, to be honest, because you know that I just run another row and I don't think you could, let me see, what do you think about color? Without picking it up, I would not do a better job. I don't know, my stitches, I don't know, if someone has a really even stitch and they're picking it up and they have an even stitch over there, then it looks lovely. But sometimes in a while I'm getting like a weird stitch, and then if I'm picking it up, that creates a wonky thing. It's just probably me, my personality and stuff like that shining through whatever I'm knitting. Therefore this looks quite okay. I'm not the great in the short row shaping. Therefore, whenever I do a turn on the purl side, when I'm coming back to it, I need to just go to the front and adjust stitches the way that I don't see like a line going through, because normally that happens. And because I'm knitting slightly in a different way than average, probably that's the reason why things happen, that I have to play with the stitches on the needle before I'll be able to purl it. But when I'm already looking at it, I'm just doing the knit stitch then. So that's what I was also interested how those 2 things will look, because one is the short row shaping in regards like you're doing it on the right side, the other one is on the wrong side. I'm not sure which one, but you could see a little bit like a gappy. Whoa, I do not have that much energy here, so I'm going to leave it with you. Anyway, over 10 minutes. Okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoy, and you enjoy a little bit of the look, because normally I'm like not the dress up girl, isn't it? So, but I think I should be. I love it. I love the length of this. Covers my shoulders. I feel comfortable when it's something over my shoulder. I think this situation works well too. So yeah, enjoy trying new clothes when no one is watching. And basically this is what I did. No one is watching. I'm doing this. So that's that. I hope you enjoy this one. See you next one. Bye. I'll probably see you on Tuesday. Finger crossed. Yay. Bit of self-promotion. Check below the link to become the member of the YouTube Knitting I Love YouTube channel. Level 2 is just $6, and we will get access to all my knitting patterns. Enjoy. Bye. I'm just doing it one more time. So I put first the t-shirt, and then I put the knitting, and either way you could count from the, if you have a panel, from the panel how many you have marked, from the panel how many I have marked. I have 18 over here. Also I double checked over here 46, and I have over here 46 too. So that's basically what it is. If that's not wide enough, I always, before joining in around, you know, once I do Kitchener stitch, at least that's my kind of idea, then I can always cast on a little bit more and then use the gap later on, just, you know, just using a strand of yarn, right? But I think that'll be fine, and especially, you see, the yarn have a tendency to stretch, and this alpaca probably will stretch anyway, therefore I think it will be perfect. So I'm going to leave it this way. Yay. So now for sure, bye bye.